everyone, and welcome back to the Business Flow Formula, the podcast where we talk about building better systems, creating more ease in your business, and setting yourself up for sustainable success. I'm your host, Erika, and today we're closing out the year with something I think every business owner needs: a little bit of reflection and a lot of clarity for what's next. So if you're listening to this while you're wrapping up client projects, cleaning your workspace, or just trying to catch your breath before the new year, this one's for you. You know that feeling when you're standing at the edge of a new year? A little bit of excitement, a little bit of overwhelm, but there's definitely that feeling of momentum building. But you're not totally sure where you should focus your energy yet. And sometimes that year might fall on the calendar year, or maybe it's your fiscal year, or any other significant date in the year for you. But honestly, here's the truth. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to pause long enough to understand what's actually working for you. Before you start setting your goals or revamping your offers or rebuilding your systems, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what created real flow in my business this year? What drained me, even if it technically worked? And where did I manage to make progress that maybe I didn't even stop to celebrate? It's important to stop and celebrate those goals and milestones that we hit. Clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from creating space to notice what's already there. Every year teaches us something about how we work best. I know the first year that I was running my business is certainly different than this last year that I've ran my business. Maybe this year taught you that you need stronger boundaries around your time, or that you work better in quarters and not in chaos. Or maybe you finally realized that you don't have to do it alone, and systems, people, or partnerships actually amplify your creativity and not limit it. In my own work, I saw so many entrepreneurs go through the same cycle. They built something amazing, then they hit a wall, and not because they weren't capable, don't get me wrong, but because their systems weren't growing with them. And that's where the business flow formula is in action. Not perfection, but progression. Learning, adjusting, and evolving so your business can move as smoothly as you do. So take a minute and write down 3 lessons from this year, even if they're small, especially if they're small, really, because small lessons often create the biggest shifts. But also take time to celebrate where you won this year, even if it's small, even if it's big, somewhere in the middle. Write down your 3 lessons, but also your biggest wins. Now, let's talk about next year. This is where I want you to get intentional. Instead of setting resolutions, think in rhythms. Ask yourself, what do I want my work to feel like next year, next quarter, next week? What kind of flow do I want my business to have? What systems or habits will support that feeling instead of working against it? Maybe you want to focus on simplifying. Maybe you're ready to scale. Or maybe your goal is to step back a little bit to create more freedom in your schedule and trust your systems to hold you. Whatever it is, set one guiding theme, not 10 goals, not a list of shoulds, just one North Star that everything else can align to. Pick your one word that's going to be your word for the year to focus on and write that down. When you know your direction, the decisions get a whole lot easier. So let's do a quick systems check while we're at it. Ask yourself, are my current systems serving me or slowing me down? Where do I feel friction in my day-to-day operations? And if I handed my business to someone else tomorrow, could they follow the flow? I'm willing to guess that there's a few areas that need tweaked for you, just like they do for me. If the answer is no, that's your roadmap. You don't need to rebuild everything. Just start with one area. Maybe it's your onboarding process. Maybe it's how you track revenue or manage projects. Maybe it's your marketing flow. Getting consistent without burning out when it comes to social media or content or any type of marketing is important. Whatever it is, commit to making one system simpler before January ends. That's how you build momentum that lasts in your business. As we move into the new year, I want to leave you with this. You don't have to hustle to prove your worth. It's not burning the midnight oil, unless that's when your brain best works. You don't have to chase constant growth to be successful. You just need to stay aligned with your purpose, refine your systems, and keep building your business around the life you actually want to live. Flow isn't something you find, it's something that you design. Here's your homework. And yes, I am giving you homework over the holidays, but reflect on your 3 biggest lessons for this year, the ones that you wrote down. Choose your one guiding theme for the next year, that one word, that one theme. What is going to guide you? And finally, pick one system to simplify before the end of January. And that's going to be your foundation for a year of clarity, ease, and momentum. Thank you so much for tuning in, not just to this episode, but for being part of the Business Flow Formula community this year. This was a new project for us, and it's been really fun. I have some really incredible episodes planned for next year, including revisiting a guest. We're diving deeper into structure, sustainability, and strategies that help you run your business with more confidence and less chaos and a lot more flow. If this episode resonated, I'd love it if you shared it with a fellow business owner who's ready to step into the new year with more intention. Or if you want some more help finding that clarity, ease, momentum, book a coaching call with us over here at Signal Ember. Check out the show notes for that. And until next time, I'm Erika. Have a great holiday season. And remember, the goal isn't just to grow your business, it's to make it flow.